everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps Ears Christmas Horror Month. We'll be discussing Christmas horror movies for you guys in a very festive but blunt way. I'm your host, Steven Harrold, and Merry Christmas, everyone. It's that time of year where we all have to gather around with our family and loved ones and just celebrate the holidays. And if you're people like me who celebrate the holidays with, watching horror movies half the time, they're Christmas themed, it's no surprise that this movie that you're going to end up watching from this time of year is a big one. And this movie review is none other than Black Christmas, which was released on December 20th, 1974, and is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. And also this film was directed by Bob Clark. You know, the same guy who did A Christmas Story. Two influential fucking Christmas movies, directed by the same guy, different genres. How fitting. Now, if you guys already know that I have done this review for this film back in 2021, I believe, and haven't touched it since. I basically made sure that I did Black Xmas from 2006 and then the bullshit 2019 film. But now knowing it was the 50th anniversary this year, I felt like I wanted to go back and re-watch it to see if my perspective of it has changed. And surprisingly, it has. I have actually a lot more to say about the fucking film as I did prior to 2021. But now this review is going to be a little bit different now because, well, it's been 50 years. It's time to celebrate this Canadian horror film. Yeah, that's right, Americans. Us Canadians can make good fucking classic horror films too. So anyways, guys, here's my review for Black Christmas from 1974. Not that 2019 piece of trash. For the story of this film, we have a sorority house that is getting ready for the holiday season, and they're getting these weird phone calls from this guy named Billy, and is unbeknownst to all of them that Billy is actually in the attic of the fucking sorority house and starts picking them all off one by one, and basically that is the whole entire story. It's a simple template for the slasher genre. This sometimes is heavily regarded as one of the first slasher films. It is definitely one of the first holiday slasher films, as we all know. This film, obviously, when it comes to its story, it's pretty simple. It's very unique, especially for the holiday season. It's bright, it's colorful, and you get that cold feeling because, this was filmed in Canada, okay? So when you see the scene where they're all looking for a girl's body at a park, you can tell, like, even just rewatching, like, oh, their ears are fucking red. You can tell they're fucking cold. It must have been like minus 25, minus 30 at that time. But other than that, the story of this film, it works. It's still a knockout hit after 50 years. And there's a reason why a lot of people still come back to watch this movie around the holiday season, especially on Christmas Day. So for our main protagonist of this film, we have Jess, who is played by Olivia Hussey. I know I probably butchered that fucking name. But she does a very fine job in this film. Her tenacity to, basically deal with everything that's going on, especially with her boyfriend, being pregnant, a household full of crazy fucking roommate sorority fucking girls left, right, and center, and then also dealing with these crimes that are going on, and the phone calls themselves. She gives a very convincing performance, and that's also going on par with fucking Barbara, played by Margaret Kidder, fucking Lois Lane, right? She plays a fucking drunk bitch in this movie, and I can't remember if I even said it in the old review back in 2021, but she does an amazing job in this film as well. Now, just how she carries herself in the whole entire film, always drinking, just lipping off to everybody, even giving the fake phone number to the officer at the police station. Just everything about her character was funny to see, especially. It's a weird turn of events. I mean, like, she was in Superman, she was Lois Lane. And now to see her in this, playing this kind of a character, quite a change. And I know she's mainly known for any other horror movies like fucking Amityville Horror. But this is the one film I know her for. And besides Lois Lane from Superman. But other than that, she does a great job. Just like the rest of the girls in the whole entire movie. Even the fucking sorority house mistress, the older lady, who fucking, she just keeps having bottles stored somewhere. She has it in a book, in the fucking toilet, in the mirror, in the closet, and like fucking, oh my gosh, she had to deal with a lot of fucking sorority girls, and she's just fucking drunk, I guess. But she convincingly is a really good fucking character, and all the other characters in this whole entire movie with the sorority house are amazing, and they're all good. They all play their parts so fucking well, and I can't credit them enough for it. Jess's boyfriend Peter, right off the bat, after rewatching this, I could not fucking like this guy. I couldn't like him. I was like, I know he's kind of a dick, he's kind of possessive, or, you know, aggressive, or very demanding, but you could fucking tell that he has this bravado of him that, you know, he's supposed to be this great pianist or whatever, and, you know, he has this high authority where it's like, when she goes to him and announces the baby, like she's being pregnant, and she's gonna, you know, abort, right? He's like, no, you're not fucking aborting, no, we're having this baby, and we're gonna have this conversation about this baby. And it was just like, dude, can she not fucking make a choice here? Like, this is her body, her fucking rules, right? Like, come on now. And then when he gets to the fucking house, it's the same shit over and over and over again. Like, he's just like, no, I'm throwing my career away, we're gonna get married. And she's like, I don't want to marry you. Again, we're gonna get married. No, I don't want to marry you. And it's just like, okay, well, what about the baby? And then it's just like, you know, calls her a bitch and all that kind of shit. Fuck that guy. I mean, like, at this rate, the fact that he wasn't the fucking killer in this fucking movie surprised me. He's the red herring. Like, everyone thinks he is the fucking killer, but turns out he's not. I mean, especially with the climax of this film. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I fucking hated Peter. And now we have our main antagonist in this film, Billy. Not much is known about Billy in this whole fucking movie whatsoever. We know about the phone calls that he leaves, you know, like, pretty pink pussy, you know, like, just the weirdness of all those phone call interactions, and how vile he is, and how threatening he also is, and intimidating. Like, just hearing him laughing, making these sounds, is just creepy enough as it is. And seeing the killer's POV of him, like, just walking around the house, and even in the attic, it's like, you don't know much about this guy. You just know he's in the attic, and he's picking these girls off one by one. There's not much to know. There's not much to tell. I know in Black Xmas they give more explanation about Billy, but less is more. It's just in this film, it's like, I really want to know more about fucking Billy. And we never get to know, but, you know, that whole saying, less is more, right? But nonetheless, like, it's an effective killer. I mean, like, the only glimpse you get of him is, like, his hand, or his arm, maybe a torso, or his eyeball through the fucking door crack, right? And it's just unique to have this killer in the movie that eventually, you know, spoiler alert, if you've never seen this, it's been 50 fucking years, but you find out he never died in the movie at all. Peter wasn't the killer, he wasn't Billy, right? And Billy's still in the fucking attic, where he's just waiting for shit to go down again. And that's an effective fucking way to have your antagonist, is you think that they're defeated just to find out, no, you defeated someone completely different, it's not even the right fucking person, and you still don't know about this guy. And it's great for that. As for the gore and the kills of this film, you know, this is 1974, so there's not much for the gore factor, but for the kills themselves, inventive. I mean, we get to see the first girl get killed by strangulation with a plastic bag, and you just see her in that image of her in that rocking chair with that bag still wrapped around her head. And, you know, she's the first victim to go, right? And that's all you see in that act, is that whole thing. And then, of course, you got the hook in the jaw or the neck of the headmistress. You have Margaret Keener's fucking death, which is the most fucking iconic kill in the whole entire movie, where she's still dazed from being drunk and sleepy and everything, and Billy just stabs her with this glass unicorn, and it's all to the tune of Christmas carolers outside, so they can't hear her screams because there's kids singing outside. And it's one of the most effective kills. There are some that are just kind of like off screen, where it's like, okay, like even the kid that they find at the park, it's like, we don't know what the fuck happened to her. But yeah, it's a dead kid. There's not much gore in this movie, but there doesn't need to be that much gore. I mean, like, some of the best slasher films in history don't have that much gore. I mean, example, Halloween, right? Or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But that's the thing. You don't need so much gore in a movie, but if you have effective kills in the film, that's where your payoff is. And this film has effective kills, especially that are, like, holiday themed, right? I mean, it's not like Silent Night, Deadly Night where, you know, he's killing them with an axe or, you know, fucking hanging them with Christmas lights, right? It's just there's something unique about this film, and the gore and the kills make that unique. When it comes to rewatching this film, it was one of the things where I had it basically after watching Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's kind of like a weird refresher, right? Like, it's Christmas themed. There's Christmas lights, there's Christmas carolers, all that kind of stuff. But it's not like a Santa Claus killer. It's nothing like that. It's just some crazy guy that's in a sorority house, just stuck in the attic, right? And he finds his way down from time to time. Now, of course, like I said, the fact that this is one of the biggest staples when it comes to Christmas horror films is not even like an exaggeration. A lot of people who will rank their top 5 favorite horror Christmas films, Black Christmas is on that list, no matter what. And for all the people who do love that film, I love it as well. It's just only fitting that basically we have a Canadian horror film that was filmed in Canada be one of the top fucking movies of the horror Christmas genre. And I can't praise it enough for that. And now, after rewatching it, I do have to say my rating does change for it. So, for my rating, I'm going to give Black Christmas an 8 out of 10. So guys, what did you guys think of Black Christmas? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so we can get notified about all the other videos coming out on this channel. Anyways guys, 2024 is almost coming to a close, and we have just maybe a few more movie reviews before the end of the year. And then 2025 is a new year, and more videos to come. Anyways guys, that's it for me. This has been the Ginger Snaps here's Christmas Horror Month. I will talk to you guys later, and remember to be merry and to be scary. And then pretty soon it'll be back to just being spooky again. So enjoy the holidays.